So I pulled a split shift last night. I slept for 3 hours, leaned over on Dawn here on the love seat. Then I couldn't get back to sleep when we moved to the bedroom. Then I came out and did our video. That was about 2.5, 3 hours.
I was asleep. I didn't hear it come out.
And then I went back to bed. So Dawn actually snuck out of the bedroom on me this morning. He's never able to do that.
Yeah, she's really sensitive sleeper.
Very light. No, people don't move around me normally without me knowing.
Right.
But anyway, it's raining out there this morning, enough to be irritating because it's not really rinsing off the pollen. And Dawn's watching Jack. Sorry, Jack, your eyes are closed this morning. And I'm going to go in the other room and sort Legos because I have a second Cybertruck on my brain.
Yeah, I'm having coffee with Jack this morning. 2 hours and 18 minutes, I think.
He's halfway through. Yeah, Michelle gave me this gargantuan bin of Legos, and it's good stuff too. There's minifigures and everything in there. And I've been going through it, pulling out Technique parts that we would use for robotics, and now I'm pulling out Cybertruck parts, and it's loud. So the fact that Johnny's still sleeping and hasn't taken up his roost yet for the day is a good thing if I do my Lego sorting now. Well, I'm making really good progress. I got to say that Michelle is the absolute best for passing these on to me because A, her kids were done with them, and B, they didn't want to store them at their house, and C, most importantly, that I can make good use of them with my robotics kids. Like at Christmas time, we can't call it Christmas in the public school, you know, but at Christmas time I can let them de-stress from the competition we go through in the fall, and they can just have a free play and then take home whatever they build that they're inspired about. We've done Bionicles before, but I'm out of them. Anyway, I do have some baggies that I've separated out, mostly little pieces that would be hard to find. Lego Mindstorm pieces, more potential Cybertruck pieces. So can't say that I found everything that I need, but I've made good progress this morning. So Don and I have come out to do cleaning in the lower portion of the garage, his workbench area. Probably spend today and tomorrow getting the downstairs part of the garage cleaned, sorted, and stowed properly. And Don wants to set up a little makeshift table and have a little more walking room, so he's going to put Ruby under the carport. She's got pollen on her, which we'll get off before we put her up for the night with the blower and then the California duster. I don't think we're going to get any more rain. The main reason to put her over there is just in case we were to have a delivery. And also if it rains, we don't want pollen paste on the car, because right now we could dust it off. But yeah, there's incredible amounts of pollen. And like I said, we will handle getting that off of her before we put her up for the night. Oh, the black. Poor Donnie. It really should come off pretty easy though, as long as it doesn't get wet. Tomorrow is the last day Guardian Angel's going to be open. I'll probably take all the donations in the van up there tomorrow, since they're going to be closed for the foreseeable future. And again, should we need to use the van for anything, we don't want all those donations in there, making it hard for us to use her. Hey, buddy! This time of year, I pretty much have a yellow black cat. Hi. Hi, you got a lot of pollen on you. Good thing you're not sneezing. Come here. Roll back this way. There you go. That's Mama's good boy. Mama's good boy. Come on, boo-boo. Aw, he's a good boy. Him's a good boy. You're yellow. You're yellow. Aw. He's a good boy. Alright, now everybody's had their daily dose of Tux. Tux-a-lux. Yeah. Tuxie, my tuxedo cat. He's so gentle. He's playing. He's very gentle though. Very gentle. The hawks are up there flying around. There he is. They're both there. Wow. Hope everything's okay in the nest. I have been hearing barred owls at night, and they are a predator to hawks and vice versa. They just don't like each other. Hey, buddy. Good boy. So Don's got out his little label maker today. Is it a brother? Yeah.
That's a label maker, yeah.
Yeah. Because some of these things in here require a smaller label. They don't have room for that, you know, 6x6 square thing. Don's got his makeshift table. And he's just plugging along here on the workbench. I'm sort of cleaning in the other bay, tidying, cleaning, vacuuming, wiping stuff down. I won't do it on the side where Don is till he's done, but I can do the other side. The other side doesn't really have tools and such. Has my Legos though.
That's right. That's
Girl's gotta have her Legos. So I did so much vacuuming of gunk, and it had been a while, that Don had to take outside the filter and the canister and empty the garage vacuum cleaner for me. So now I can continue with the other half of the garage. The charger here for the Ego big 7 amp hour battery is cooling it down and getting ready to start charging. I blew the driveway, the cul-de-sac, the van, and Ruby off.
Wow.
And that was after I vacuumed everything in the garage and wiped down all the sills and dusted and lower walls and got spiders up and worked on that inside of that garage door a lot. We'll call this getting ready for the Model Y, right? We gotta have a clean garage if we're gonna bring a new vehicle home. We did that with Ruby.
That's right.
Yeah. So Don is taking his time, and he's doing it right. Yeah. He's going through everything. He's emptied this out, and then he's refilling it with stuff he actually wants to keep downstairs, stuff he uses all the time. He's got some Whole Foods paper bags filled with things to take upstairs and put in the boxes. Things he doesn't need down here. So he says he's got at least one more day.
Yeah.
And we will pull Ruby in. We'll just tuck this stuff up closer to the workbench for the night, and later on we'll put Ruby back in her bay, but it did give Don a nice bit of space to work.
Yeah.
And beef ribs, they're in the oven. Will be,
yeah. Good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, beef spare ribs, short rib, not short ribs. They're like the pork St. Louis ribs, only they're beef. That's what's for dinner.
Sounds good, everyone.
For like the first time ever, I'm gonna go take my shower first.
Yeah, she's gonna beat me to the punch.
I told him he has to work till I come out of the shower, and then he can have his.
Yeah, she'll call me out here.
Yeah, exactly. And look, no Apple Watch. My exercise, it doesn't,
get no credit.
It doesn't count.
Everybody knows it doesn't count. If it doesn't log it doesn't count.
Yeah.
As exercise, sorry. I got mine on.
Yeah, I blew everything out here. The kitty area, these chairs. If it rained, the windowsills here along the back of the house, the door area. There weren't any kitties around, so I don't think I ran anybody off. Some of it's, you know, we need a rain to get it to go away. But whatever wasn't wet and stuck on came off. I was noticing my Japanese maples have opened up, 2 of them. This one here, and this one. Now this guy does have new buds, so he's not open yet, but he's also not hurt or anything, just a little bit slower to bud out than the others. And we noticed some dogwoods in the front blooming today. I don't know if this big one over here is going to bloom this year or not, but it is starting to leaf out. Don't those look good? Don's going to take me for my nightly drive around. It's gotten chilly. We're supposed to be in the 40s overnight, and you can feel the chill. It's seriously chilled.
Ruby says it's 61 out there right now, so it's come down from 72, 73.
A lot less humid. I think maybe that's why it feels chilly. That and a little bit of wind. It just, yep.
No, it's definitely noticeable.
But they did say there's plenty of 80s in our future, so don't fret.
Yeah.
My impression around town tonight is that there's not a lot going on. and there's not a lot of cars out, and it's way slower than a typical Saturday. I'm sure Walmart's going to look busy, but all these other places, not so much. Two police officers tonight.
It's Saturday night.
Yep, it's about the same. It's what I figured. Stopping while exiting a row is a good idea there, bud. Yep, about what I expected. And the garden center's all packed inside too, not just the outside stuff, but inside also. At least 3 people in the Smithfields drive-through. If we were gonna do any takeout, that would be right up there on the top of our list. Well, thanks for taking me out.
Oh, you're welcome.
I appreciate it. Like I said, town was pretty quiet except for Walmart.
For Saturday night.
Yep, for sure. So, Don had listened to this the other day, Mel on Talking Tesla. He's got 2 podcasts out now about the COVID-19. Because, of course, Mel is a doctor, and the other gentleman is...
Robert, he's a doctor also.
He's a doctor also. And I guess Mel does educational materials for doctors, and
Right.
Robert is actually treating patients that could potentially
room,
have COVID-19. Yeah, so if you don't normally listen to this podcast, you might want to listen to it. It's pretty interesting. I've been quite fascinated by the conversation. Mel's also opened up all his website stuff to anybody that might need it. They're like daily making updates for best practices for what they want to tell physicians and stuff. So it's pretty interesting stuff.